Welcome back, everyone, to Einstein's Eyes, our YouTube channel, where we talk about ocular health and other related topics in healthcare. I'm Carl Rosen, oculoplastics, neuro-ophthalmology, Anchorage, Alaska, at Ophthalmic Associates. My friend and co-host John Didkoff and I trained at Albert Einstein College of Medicine as residents. John?
Hence Einstein's Eyes. Nice to see you all. I'm a general ophthalmologist specializing in cornea in the front of the eye. I've been in New Jersey for 30 years. And it's nice to see Carl from Alaska.
Good to see John, too, from New Jersey.
So we got an interesting topic today. What's our topic?
So today we're going to talk about computer vision. And this is something that I know you deal with a lot, John, as an anterior segment specialist in your practice. So I'm going to let you run with that. And I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. Yeah,
so I've been in practice for 30 years. Going back 30 years ago, I've had numerous patients to come in saying, when I'm on the computer, my eyes get tired, my eyes get fatigued, I get blurry, I get dry, I feel irritated, I start to burn, I start to tear. So this is what I kind of think of as computer-related eye problems, and that's our title. So why does this happen? There's really two categories. This is pretty simple stuff. Whenever you focus on something such as a computer or reading or driving at night, any of those activities, but computer happens to be the most common nowadays because we're all on computers all day. And what happens is when someone's focused on a computer, they tend to blink less. So I don't know if you realize that, but as you're focusing on something intently and you're really busy doing your work, studying or reading a document, you tend to blink less. Once that happens, the eyes tend to dry out. So all the manifestations of dry eye hit you, and you'll think it's on the computer, but it's actually from dry eye being exacerbated by the computer. So what does that mean? If you're on the computer and you suddenly start to tear, that means that the surface of your eye is drying out and it's reflexively tearing. If you get blurred vision that comes and goes and you notice when you blink, it clears up, that's dry eye and you're blinking to lubricate your eye. Burning, eye fatigue, where your eyes feel like they just want to close. Those are all symptoms. If you look at our video about dry eye, they're dry eye, but they happen to occur while you're on the computer for a long period of time. So the answer to that is, if you're on the computer, blink more, take visual breaks, use artificial tears, and those symptoms will go away. It's not this dangerous thing that the computer's emanating. It's not causing you to burn. It's not causing you to get blurry. It's not causing these symptoms. It's simply that your eye's drying out while you're on the computer. And then the second common thing I see is a thing called accommodative spasm. Now that can happen with reading as well, but we're talking about computer today because that's the most common thing people are doing. They're on computers all day. People work with their computer 8, 9, 10 hours. This is what this video is made for you guys out there. So what happens is when you're focused on something that's close, like I am right now on my computer looking at you guys, and you sit there focused on that distance for a long period of time, your eye is accommodating. What that means is that the muscle in your eye is working hard to focus your lens, and your lens is in focus then. Now, if you do that for an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours a day, what's happening is it's similar to if you took a weight, like a 25-pound weight, and curled your arm up and held the weight for 20, 30, 40 minutes or an hour. Well, what happens is when you finally relax your arms and you get rid of the weight, your arm is in spasm. Same thing in your eye. So the most common complaint I hear from patients that have a thing called accommodative spasm, which means they're over-focusing all day, is that when they're finally done with a computer and they drive somewhere, they're completely out of focus. And they think they need glasses, they think their distance vision is getting worse, whereas the problem is really they're over-focusing for near. So the solution in those people is not to use artificial tears. I mean, that's going to help you dry eye. For this, literally every 15 minutes when you're on a computer, or you're reading a book, you should focus on something far away, like I'm doing right now. I'm focusing across the room, just for about 15 seconds. And I'm focusing right now on a clock that's far away from me, and I go right back to my computer. So you saw my eyes. First I was looking at you, and then I was looking in the distance. That's what you should do every 15 minutes when you're on a computer or reading. For 15 seconds, that's it. If you do that, you can eliminate accommodative spasm completely on your own. You don't need to go to a doctor. You don't need special glasses. You don't need any of those things. And then the last thing I'm going to touch upon is, I don't know if you hear this, Carl, but a lot of my patients now are asking me about blue blockers and special glasses to wear when you're on a computer. And the answer is, anecdotally, including my two kids, they swear by it. They put them on at night, it relaxes their eyes, they feel good, they sleep better, they focus better. However, there are no studies yet that the Academy of Ophthalmology has sanctioned or blessed that say this is correct. So in my office, what I tell people is, listen, it's not going to hurt your eyes. You want to try it, it's great. It's not a big expense. You can speak to the optician about it. Having said that, I can't tell you you need to do this or there's data to support it. All I can tell you is that many of my patients have done it and they feel it helps them.
That sounds great. Yeah. Yeah. So Jon, that was great. I learned a lot. I think our audience will enjoy that. So thanks a million, guys. Thank you, Jon. And
Good to see you.
please like and subscribe. Great seeing you, Jon, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks,
Have a
everyone.
wonderful night, everyone.